All right, guys, I picked up two flashlights that are also meant to be mounted lights. They can be taken apart, used as normal flashlights. All kinds of stuff can happen with them, but these two lights, both named the Odin. One's got a laser in it, one doesn't, and they're so different that if you were looking at the two and actually looked at the specs, I actually think you might pick the wrong one. So I'm gonna go through these guys top to bottom, show you what I think about them. Stay tuned. On my left is the Olight Odin. This light has been out for some time. It is a pick rail mounted light. You can get an M-lok or a Keymod one in the accessories. This light comes in and off the mount, super easy. And if you wanted to remove this from the light just to use as a normal flashlight, it's just two Allen nuts there. Simple to use. This is standard. Light push is low, hard push is turbo. That's the only modes that this has. Your auxiliary switch, easy on, easy off. You do not get the low mode with the switch. Same thing, long push, momentary, short push is going to be on turbo only on this model. We look at the new Olight Odin GL M, and this comes with a Keymod or M-lok attachment at this point. It works the same way. If it's unlocked, you just push it in, slide it off, slide this guy on, turn it to lock. It won't come off no matter what happens. The different keys are on the inside for different attachments. You can also remove that by sitting anything right there. This comes with a different auxiliary switch. You have low and high. So you can actually access the low, and it's going to be the same way. A longer push is going to be momentary, a short push is going to be on. So you can access both modes without issue. Same pull that it'll come out. Now, these are not universal, so this guy won't work on the older model. You're going to have to keep that together. The difference here is that there is a green laser that is inside the GL M. And when we turn that on, I can turn it on laser only at this point. And you can see simply just a green laser. Now your elevation and windage is also adjusted here, so you can set that up to be on target, or we can move over so we have a light with the laser or just the light. And I realize it might be hard to see the laser there this close up. It is there. And it works great. Lots of differences between the two, and I guess it's going to be your mounting system is a little bit as far as what's going to put this together, but the big difference is 5,000 K in temperature for the older Odin and 6,500 K for the new GL M. Standing about 100 meters away from our barn with the Odin, you can see it lights things up quite well. When I switch over to the Odin GL M, it lights it up a little bit better, at least from what I can see. Now when I switch back and forth, you can kind of see the color temperature difference there, and it makes it quite a big difference outside, especially when you get out in those longer ranges and have the laser on. To give you a better idea of color temperature, we have the Odin on right now, and you can see this is very similar to the M2R Pro, where you have a nice circle of bright light, but then you also have a lot of flood coming out around it. It doesn't show it on the camera at this point. That's 4,500 to 5,000 K. Now if we turn on the GLM, we have a much cooler light, and it's not as intense. Now the normal Odin has more lumens and more candela, double the candela, 20,000 compared to 11,000. This is 2,000 lumens. When we bring in the GLM, that's 1,500 lumens, and you can tell the difference. But when you put them both up there, there is a significant difference in color temperature. This is going to be a preference, and I would normally tell you that the older Odin would be the way to go, but outside, and I can't prove this to you on camera, the new GLM actually lit things up clearer on a higher moisture type night or a hunting situation. So I really like this color temperature over the more yellow, just because it allowed me to see it a little bit more. And you can see I have the laser on the GLM, which you can turn that off, but it's just an easier way of differentiating the two. So that suggestion of the 6500K Odin GL M outside stands. Now, if you're going to use this light primarily indoors, the more floody, higher lumen, and also higher candela, just standard Odin, seems to stand out and work a little bit better, although it's a negligible difference, but it is definitely more floody on the older Odin. It's tough to say if you just want the single switch, even indoors then, because you're on turbo constantly. It's also nice to have the high and low. So the new Odin GLM definitely has a lot of things that a more up-to-date user is going to want with the better technology that's out there. If you own both of these lights, make sure you don't mess up which light you put on whatever mount, because if you have your switch on the wrong light, it won't work. Again, that's not interchangeable. I wish it was. Either way, this is a cool lighting system to have, no matter, I guess, where you're at, how you're going to use this. You can mount it on a bike, you can mount it anywhere you want, all kinds of sporting goods. This works, and it's more of, I don't want to call it a toy, but it's one of those things that, you know, I'm putting my money here to save money so I can also have something that is really high end for when I really need it. But in this case, this is something that definitely works long term. You know, this guy's probably got 5,000 hits on it without any issue. It's holding up well. So I like that. The warranty's there just like anything else. The new GLM, I've tried multiple times. I am able to get that laser spot on, and it does hold. So I think that's good. Wish I could show you guys more of that, but not exactly possible at all venues. So as always, if you need any more information, leave that below. I will answer any comments you have. Give us a like in this video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thanks for your time. Have a great day.